The word that you see here, Gyoji, it's basically a concept invented by Zen monks in Japan. It's a scary concept if you look at it. It's a form of discipline, it's an art of discipline which is more consistent than anything else. So what Zen monks would do in their temples back in the day, whether if it was war, whether if it was raining, whether if it was anything, they would have the same consistency of doing every single thing every single day. So the Zen monks wake up at 5:30 a.m., not 5:25, not 5:35. They wake up every single day at 5:30. Without stop, without alarms, they wake up at 5:30 and they go for their meditation. They have a plan, and then they have a backup plan, and then they have a backup plan. So they have a strategy in place. See, human brain does not. So there's a book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I don't know how many of you have read it. So read it if you want to look into those things as well. See, habits cannot be changed, or you cannot build habits in a way where you're like, okay, I have the motivation today. For the next 7 days, I'm going to hit the gym. How many times has it happened? You go to the gym for 2 weeks, and then the third week you're fatigued and you're like, nah. It's because our mind has a constant fight with us. You're in constant negotiation with your mind when you're trying to build a new habit. Your mind is constantly negotiating with you because it's not familiar and because it's not your identity. So the book says that you cannot change your habits, you can build your identity. So for example, if you want to be fit, if you want to go to the gym, you're not going to think that, okay, I'm going to go to the gym at 5 a.m. every morning or 7 p.m. every evening. You're going to change your identity by saying, I am a person who works out. So you just change your identity. That's one element. That element of discipline is right here, right? You change your identity in your own head, where you say that I'm a person who wakes up at 6 a.m. Or you can just change your identity and saying, you can say that I will wake up tomorrow at 6 a.m. or for the next 1 month I will wake up at 6 a.m. Or you can change your identity and say I'm an early riser. So there is a difference, right? There's something that you're trying to do and your brain will fight with you. Oh man, 6 a.m. every day you'll have to wake up. But when you change your identity, it'll become easier for you. It'll become a habit. It takes approximately 64 days for you to build a habit. There are studies done, scientific studies done in Harvard and Oxford, that it takes about 60 to 64 days for you to build a habit where it becomes muscle memory. Okay? So that level of discipline is right here. Now, the level of discipline at Gyoji is right here. So what they do is, the monks, what they do, there is a reason why when the monks are induced or the nuns are induced, they do it in front of everybody. They announce it in front of everybody. They take their oath in front of everybody. It's because they want it to become their public identity. They've become monks. They've gotten into that discipline. Now they've announced it, right? So you can have your personal, private routines or discipline. You might keep it, you might not keep it, but once you make your discipline public, then you have an added pressure of keeping face, maintaining face in front of other people, and it becomes easier for you to build those habits. So for the people who are on Instagram, for example, you have your fitness trainers. Once they've been on Instagram long enough, it becomes their identity. They cannot go back. They will wake up every single day. They will go to the workouts. They will post content. Yeah? That becomes their identity. Now, one thing is you build your identity and you make it public. It can be anything. Workout, you're a storyteller, you want to be a writer, you want to be a content creator, you want to be a musician, whatever you want to be. If you make that persona of yours public, it'll become easier for you to maintain those habits, maintain that discipline, because that's becoming your identity now. It'll be a lot easier for you to do that. With the Zen monks, what they would do is, so you need to remove the element of negotiation with your mind. And that will happen. See, for example, if we want to work out every single day for 64 days, otherwise it will not become muscle memory, right? Let's say we do it for 40 years, 41st day, we're sick. Or 45th day, we have visitors that come to our house. Or we have to travel. What will we do? We'll skip that day, and our brain, our mind will go back to the same familiar routine that we had 40 days ago. We couldn't build it as a muscle memory, as a habit. So what Zen monks would do is, they will have a backup plan of a backup plan of a backup plan. 5:30 a.m. every single day, they will wake up and go for their meditation. So they have their hall, they have the backyard, they have the basement, right? So they had the backup plan. So they don't need to negotiate with their mind when a challenge arises. They have it planned out, figured out beforehand. Okay, if war happens, we're going to be meditating in the backyard or the basement. If it's raining, we're going to be meditating in the hall. If it's normal, we'll be meditating outside. So for any challenge or any obstruction or obstacle they could think of while maintaining this habit, they would have a backup plan of that habit in case some emergency or unforeseen thing arises. It will look scary. It will look scary if you try to maintain this habit of yours, whatever the habit that you're trying to build. First off, your colleagues that are lazy. I'm not talking about people here. I'm talking about people outside. Your family, your friends, people who are lazy. First off, they'll get scared. Not in a way. I would say they'd get intimidated by you. Because human beings, we like to be in our comfortable mindset, right? We want to stay where we're comfortable. Now, if I have, for example, if Osama is my best friend, if I'm being lazy and he's very consistent, I'd get intimidated. I'd be like, Osama, please slow down, man. That's not my pace. In my head. And what I'd tell him wouldn't be slow down, match my pace. I'd be like, bro, you need to take a break. This is not good for you. Take some days off. This is not good. This is not good consistency. You're becoming obsessive. I try to give him all of those reasons in my subconscious mind so that he comes to my pace. And once people start doing that, know that you're going on the right direction. It should become scary for other people who are not on the same level, who don't want to compete at the same level that you want to compete at. It should become scary for them. It should become uncomfortable for them. There will come a time when it becomes your identity and it'll be comfortable for everybody else. If the people are not able to match your speed, they'll be left behind. Perfect, no problem. Those people were not meant to be in your lives anyways. If they get so intimidated by you or so uncomfortable by you that they don't want to stay with you in your lives, let them be. They were not your friends in the first place. It's simple. If somebody is not happy with your success or your consistency or your progress, why have them? I've had so many instances in my life where I've dropped my friends, very good friends of mine, not out of choice, but out of circumstance. I always aimed high. When people be like, no man, come on, it won't happen. Ignore. So you aim high and then you work towards it. But that all comes with discipline. Now, why am I saying this, man? Like, why did I choose this topic specifically? Because see, in real estate, you're not getting a salary. Understand this. You're not getting a basic salary. It's your own business. The amount of work that you put into this business is proportionate to the amount of money that you're going to make. Hard work and consistency beats talent any single day. If you put in more hours into your work, see, I think I've said it to each one of you. You're competing with more than 200,000 brokers in the market. More than 200,000 brokers in the market. Yeah? That's not a small number, Yahi. That's 5% of Dubai's population. It's not a small number. Even if you consider 200,000 brokers in the market, at any given time, how many clients do you think are active in the market on the look for properties? Maybe only 3,000 or 4,000 brokers in Dubai close a deal every single month. The reason why they close it, see, there are one-offs, which is different. But most of the time when people close deals in Dubai, it's because of consistency, because of hard work. Number one is this. The number two is, of course, putting in the hours that need to be put in, but not just hours, you work smart as well, right? A lot of people work hard, they don't make money, but you have to work smart as well. So how you work smart? You get your product knowledge, you get the knowledge of human psychology. Read books on psychology. Read books on how to deal with people, how to interact with people, how to sit down with each individual. You cannot keep a monotonous meeting technique or the way you meet people cannot be monotonous. Everybody is different. We have 10 people sitting here right now. Every single person has a different personality. You have to learn cultures. You have to learn, for example, things that are common with a white person in England and the things that are common with a white person in South Africa. They'll be completely different things, right? You see, when it comes to that, you travel, you see different people, you sit with different people, but the luxury that you have of living in Dubai is you're living with more than 200 nationalities. All you have to do is just take a little bit of an interest, search about them, read into it, you have YouTube. Just watch the videos of people traveling on those local areas. See what their culture is about. Understand their culture. Of course, it comes with interacting with that culture, but you can get somewhat of a know-how on how to interact with people. So for example, if you're dealing with a lot of Arab clients, a lot of Pakistanis, see, I'm from Pakistan, I know how Pakistanis work, right? You're from India, you know how Indians work, and our culture is a lot similar, the way we think. So we don't have to read into it too much. But for me to know how an Egyptian works, I need to look into their culture. So the same way for you guys, you need to look into, you'll get a lot of Desi clients from UK and US, you need to understand how their brain works, right? Some of the time, see, a lot of the people, like these sales gurus will come to the stage and be like, oh, you talk to them like this, man, come on. Some of the things that I hear about how they're asking us to speak to the clients, would you rather buy a Ferrari or a Lexus? Come on, man. You know, in our culture, some of the people who are old, they will get offended by this line. They'll be like, khalas, ya akhi, what are you talking about? I'm talking about properties. This is my requirement. Maybe it'll work with somebody in States or maybe somebody in the UK. It won't work with somebody in India or GCC or Egypt, for example. Every single person is a different human being. This is why I say we're consultants. We're not just people who are selling stuff to people online and they're like, okay, this is a product that I have. You have to buy this. Next. No. This is why you understand psychology. You understand human interactions. How do you deal with each individual human being? Of course, you don't have to learn 8 billion ways of dealing with human beings just because there are 8 billion people, but you have certain personality traits, certain cultures that are similar. So read into as many as you can, or read into the ones that you're interacting with most of the time. We're interacting with a couple of people most of the time, so you're getting, for example, British Pakistanis, British Arabs. At least look into those people. On how do I speak to those people? What do I say? What do I not say? Right? You have to have a structure to your calls, of course, where you start with introductions, qualification of the client, rapport building with the client, and then finding them something that suits them, that's required by them, and then help them in getting that property. And not just that, once you get them the property, the relationship starts, then you take care of their property. You take care of their referrals that they send you, their friends, their family, you take care of all of those things. It's a mix of everything, but it all boils down to one thing. How will you get there? Discipline. Every single day you wake up at a certain time. Make this a habit of yours. Every single day you wake up at a certain time. The first thing that we do every single day in the morning is wake up on time. If we don't achieve that goal for the day, the whole day is a ripple effect. We didn't achieve the first thing that we wanted to achieve. How will we achieve the rest of the things during the day? You set yourself at the wrong pace, right? That's a very small element. Waking up on time, being in the office on time. Being in the office on time, I don't want to see you guys here. I don't want to play cricket or football with you guys in the office. Like, it doesn't make a difference for me as long as you guys are closing, whether if you're in the office or not. The reason why I ask everybody to be in the office at 9:30 a.m. is for consistency, discipline. Once you're in the office, just try this for the next 1 week. Try to come to the office at 9:30. If you're in the office at 9:30, look at your day. Throughout the day, different energy, different spirit. You will follow up with your clients better. Your tone will be happier. You will be energetic. Everything will be good. You come into the office late, 10:30, 11, 11:30. I'm not talking about if you have a meeting outside. Of course, you have to go to the meeting first. I'm talking about being at work, whether if it's a meeting outside or being in the office. If you're there early, your day starts with a different pace. That's one thing. The second thing, I'm not going to push you guys on this, but this has worked with me. I told Sohit the other day as well. In my career from 2017, as in the brokerage, specifically brokerage, from 2016 and till now, I individually have closed more than 650 million dirhams. More than 80% of those deals happen by cold calls. More than 80% cold calls. This guy has worked with me in the past in my previous company, Hasib, and he has seen how aggressive we were with the cold calls. If people say cold calls don't work, cold calls still work. They're not dead. And there's a way of doing cold calls. I'm not asking you to pick up random data and call those people. By cold calls, I mean people who have sent us inquiries in the past, churn leads, 6 months ago, 9 months ago. You must have those clients as well. You need to reach out to at least 30 new people every single day. Make that your Gyoji. Make that your discipline. 64 days. 64 days, every single day you reach out to 30 new people, 30 new clients. I don't need to tell you what's going to happen. You guys already know what's going to happen. 64 days, 30 new clients. Yeah? That's 1,800 new clients in 60 days. 1,800 new clients. Keep it at 1%. 1% of 1,800 is 18. So out of those 18 people, even if you close 3 or 4, that's 2 deals a month. Even if you close 1.5 million, which is the minimum ticket size anyways in Dubai, that's 3 million dirhams a month. 30 new clients. That's consistency. Every single day you reach out to 30 new clients. Whether if you'll reach out to them through LinkedIn, whether if through reference, whether if you pick up the data and start cold calling, pick up the churn leads, previous leads that you've had in the past, just reach out to 30 new people. And by reaching out to 30 new people doesn't necessarily mean you call them. You send them requests on LinkedIn, for example. You send them requests on Instagram, send them a private message. Just reach out to 30 new people every single day, consistently. Make that your Gyoji. Wake up early in the morning, do whatever you need to do, your meditations, your prayers in the morning. Have that done. Get that out of the way early morning. If you work out, reach office on time, and then start doing your calls, reaching out to new people. This is called prospecting. This is what I've told everybody, the 30-90 rule. The work that you do in the first 30 days will start maturing in the next 60 days, so a total of 90, 30, 90. So make sure every single day that you're doing your prospecting so that you can build your pipelines for the next 60, 90, 120 days. That's how you will close consistently. Even if you miss 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you will suffer 60 to 90 days down the line. You might think that the market is wrong, everything has gone to shit, everything is bad, but it's not that. You missed your prospecting block 3 months ago or 2 months ago, and that's the reason why you're suffering right now. You can't solely be depending on the leads. You're getting 1-2 leads every single day. That's 60 leads a month. You can't be depending on the leads alone, right? The leads are a push for you, something that you can work on, mature them, close them. But if you want to be high closers, you can't be depending just on the leads. You have to call new people consistently. The third thing, make this your Gyoji, is create content consistently. It's all about content these days. Nobody cares where you are, who you are, how big your company is. They want to see it. If somebody's sitting in States, somebody's sitting in the UK, Canada, they want to see it. They won't trust you. Even the Google reviews don't work anymore because a lot of people think that the Google reviews are fake. So they want to see you. You have to have your social media profile, not just on Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, everywhere you need to have your social media profile. So that if you send them your business card, they type your name on Google, they see 3-4 links of you. That's the sole purpose. I do not believe that you will be closing big tickets from social media. You can have one-offs where you will get leads, clients from social media. It has happened in the past. It has happened with my brokers in the past. Somebody closed around 8 million dirhams worth of deals by one lead that came through social media. But even to have that opportunity, you need to be there. It might not happen, but for it to happen, you need to be there. You need to have your videos out there. You need to have informative videos, content about yourself. What do you do? Make it your own unique style. That's Gyoji at its best because you're announcing it to the public, right? You're a content creator. You're a content creator on social media. Your niche is real estate and finance. And you can talk about your personal life as well. It doesn't just have to be real estate. You can put everything else in the mix as well. Make that your Gyoji, right? There are a couple of things that are inevitable. You have to get them done. You have to get them out of the way. You can't be like, oh no, today I can't do it because I'm not feeling well. Fine, take rest. You know, we're all human beings. We get into fatigue as well. But don't rest because you're tired. But rest so that you can perform better tomorrow. It's just the way that we think. You just have to change the way we think. Now, it depends on you how you want to announce it to people, whether if you want, for example, if you want to wake up on time or be in the office on time. Depends on you. It might look weird. Maybe you have a family group and you create a challenge in the family group that I'll be in the office every day before 9:30, and every day you send them a picture of in the office before 9:30. That's you announcing it in the public. You can have your own way of doing it. If you want to be consistent at the gym, start posting your pictures, start a challenge. I'm at 93, 80, 85 kgs. In 3 months, this is my target weight. Let's see how it goes. Post a picture of yourself every single day on social media. You will, that consistency will push you to go to the gym because you have to post that picture because everybody is following you now and everybody's eyes are on you. That's Gyoji. Yeah? So these are the 3 things that I've talked about. Discipline, mornings, prospecting, reaching out to new people, and content creation, social media. You have to make these 3 things your Gyoji. If you get these three things done, you'll see yourself in 3 months, it'll be a different story altogether. Read new things every single day. Make it your Gyoji when you wake up in the morning. Have 10 minutes dedicated for your prayers, 10 minutes dedicated for reading something new, a book, an article, anything. If you're not into reading, watch a video on YouTube, a motivational video maybe, something about real estate, something about the news. Just watch something new for 10 minutes, learn something new about real estate. Yeah? Have those 10 minutes allocated. Once you do this for 64 days, after the 64th day, you won't even know when you are up, when you have done your prayers, and you're reading the book, and you didn't have to think about it because it became your identity, something that you made public maybe, right? Became your identity, and you don't have to fight with your brain anymore. There's no more negotiation with your brain. If you're traveling, if you're in the plane, open a book in the plane at 4, whatever time you wake up, right? So backup plan of a backup plan of a backup plan. That's the thing. If you're traveling, you're outside in a hotel, don't think I'm on a vacation. Still wake up on your time, still go to the gym, still read the book, still pray. Don't leave the consistency. Anything arises, you still follow through your plan every single day. That's how you maintain your Gyoji, that's how you maintain your identity.